Pin Deep was out of the saddle. He's in now. Set at the 1,000. Racing. Pin Deep got a very good start. Going quickly, Sinful Living as Knottle looks down to her left. Swingman's driving up inside. Pin Deep third at the moment, and Ginnivan goes up fourth and wide. 2 lengths away is Amaru Star on the inside of Girls Day Out, who's about 5 off the leader. And 1 away back last, first up, Prospector's Pick. So Swingman was able to roll to the front, leads by length and a quarter. Second, Sinful Living. Ginnivan doing it tough out wide. Pin Deep's travelling strongly behind the leader. Then Amaru Star 1 off. Girls Day Out comes into it, 3 deep with the trail, but pushed along by Parnham. And 2 lengths to Prospector's Pick as they turn. Swingman has got the lead from Sinful Living. Pin Deep just waiting there. Will he go the cutaway or come outside of Swingman? He's gone for the cutaway, the inside now. So Swingman in front. Pin Deep down the outside. Sinful Living, Ginnivan. And Girls Day Out's right down the outside. Still Swingman in front. Pin Deep's trying to get there on the inside. And coming hard as well in the centre is Ginnivan. Now Pin Deep responds. Raced up. Ginnivan goes with it and does the better work in a boil over. Ginnivan has won from Pin Deep, who really couldn't quite get there on the inside. And Girls Day Out close up third and fourth back in the centre. Just off them there was Swingman, and then came Prospector's Pick with Amaru Star and Sinful Living. Ginnivan at $20, number 1. Has got up on the outside of Pin Deep, but just couldn't quite get there. And right in the finish too is Girls Day Out on the outside. Swingman just off them. But Ginnivan has put the head right down on the line for Chanel Cooper in a rough result. Early quaddy's looking pretty powerful at the moment. Now second, Pin Deep on the inside. Girls Day Out, they've hit it in almost a dead heat. We had a dead heat in the first race for second. And we could just about have another one here. It's very tight between those 2 horses. Girls Day Out's done a good job to come from the back, down the outside. Pin Deep back nearer the inside. And certainly had its chance. Had a beautiful run. Came through after Swingman, who was fighting on pretty well. And Ginnivan, Ryder might have lost the whip there as well. And did at the 250, and looked a bit awkward after that as well in the final 100. Chanel, she tried to recover her equilibrium, which she's certainly done. So a bit of bounce back ability there from Chanel. So we're waiting on these numbers. We'll send it downstairs after the running of race 2.
Thanks, Rich. The outsider in the small field. How often do we see that? Ginnivan, his first win in over 700 days. And as we said, Matty, this horse, he rarely runs all that well on a good track. So coming into this afternoon, you can understand why he was at a big price. But going back to his last up performance, it was actually fairly sound. But clearly, as you outlined pre-race, this horse grows lengths on a heavy track. And credit where credit's due is to the horse. He had to do it the hard way as well. Yeah, I mapped him as a bit of a risk here today, being caught 3 wide, and I tell you, well, that's exactly what ended up occurring, but it didn't matter. It was too good for them. He must have been in a very nice rhythm there for Chanel, just to get the absolute best out of this horse. I thought all those other gallopers had their fair chance in this race. Girls Day Out came home strongly down the outside. To looks like she might have nabbed second from our very heavily backed favourite there in Pin Deep, who went along the cutaway, but just had his chance, wasn't able to get there. Thanks, Matty. I'm now catching up with Dad Jim Taylor after the win of Ginnivan. He's lost his voice at the moment, so it's been a 48 hours of peace and quiet for me at the farm, that's for sure and certain. But Dad joins me now. Dad, congratulations on the victory. Did you expect a performance like that from Ginnivan?
No, definitely not, Lockie. I thought Swingman was a very good winning chance, and yeah, him sitting 3 deep on a dry track, I thought he had no hope, but yeah, he went above himself. What did you make of his last up performance? Clearly you've been looking for a wet track all campaign long, but he wasn't beaten far on a good 4 last start. It was good. All I said, when he gets on a wet track, he'll be winning, and yeah, his first ever win on a good track. What did you make of Swingman's performance in defeat? I think he's ran 3rd or 4th, but he wasn't beaten far, about a half length. Yeah, racing a bit keen this time in. We may have to take the blinkers off. He's just over-raced early and sort of did it a bit hard. How do you assess the chances of an out-of-form Profit and Power later today? I reckon if he gets his own way in front, he might run a place at odds. Well done here. Good lucky. There's Dad, Jim Taylor, after the win of Ginnivan. As I said, his first win in over 700 days, and hasn't Chanel Cooper started the beginning of this season in outstanding form? She has, Lockie, and has for your stable as well. There's been a little nice partnership going on there now for the last few weeks as we catch up with Chanel after weighing in. Talk us through that, Chanel. Wouldn't have been plan A to be out where you did, but you must have just got him into a really nice rhythm. No, that's it. Definitely wasn't the plan. I thought I'd end up outside the leader, but it just didn't work out. And
I was like, I know Jimmy's are fit enough. They can do it tough, so just get him in a nice rhythm, and yeah, he should do the rest.
At the end of the line there, it looks like you on turning might have just lost your spot a little bit, but he really found there. So he's a really strong and fit horse, as you say, at the moment.
Yeah, that's it. He doesn't like this sort of track. It's not his favourite track. So around the corner, he sort of wobbled off a bit, unsure, but no, he came strong late.
Congratulations, and you're in a nice little bit of form at the moment.
Oh, thank you. So is Jimmy.
There's Chanel Cooper after the win of Ginnivan, combining with Jim Taylor to take out race 2 here at Belmont Park.